Hi guys, welcome back to the Farhan Show. Today I have brought a personality from fitness industry who brought a biggest revolution in past few years. He brought the Indian athletes and international athletes, including the Bollywood celebrities, on a same platform. I'm talking about one and only the CEO of BodyPower, Mr. Orton. Hi Nick, welcome to India and welcome to the Farhan Show.
Hi, thank you very much for having me.
So Nick, as I know, I'm also a fitness expert, and as I see the industry getting involved within this some last years of 2, 3 or maybe 4, 5 years back when the BodyPower started, it was you, the man who brought this revolution. How it feels to you?
Well, I mean, thank you very much. I'm not sure it's all down to me, but I hope that I played a part in it. And I suppose for me, you know, being in India and being a part of the Indian fitness industry and being recognised is the main thing for me. You know, it's nice. I feel home here. So, you know, it's great to have been involved in the transformation of the Indian fitness industry.
Great. Being into business and how you get attracted towards this fitness industry. So is there any story behind it, or just it's one sort of a business for you?
Well, there is a story, but it's a long one. I'll give you the abridged version. I'm originally from the pharmaceutical industry, always been into sport and fitness, but I left the pharmaceutical industry to start a trade show business. I sold that in 2009 and decided that I would pursue my passion, which was fitness.
Okay.
Now, it just so happened that I started BodyPower back in 2008, and it went really well. And when I'd been in the pharmaceutical industry, for whatever reason, I got on really well with Indians that were my customers. So in the back of my head, I always knew I'd do business in India.
Okay.
And so I'd started BodyPower. It had gone really well. I'd done it for a couple of years. It was booming. And I thought, I'm going to get on a plane, I'm going to come over to India, and I'm going to book an exhibition hall and do BodyPower Expo here. And that's what I did. So that's the backstory and why I particularly wanted to come to India.
So commercially, how do you see the Indian fitness industry? Do you feel it's growing very well, or still we need to push it?
Well, you're asking me at an interesting time, because obviously we're still in a global pandemic, and you know, last year was very difficult for all of us in the industry and every other industry, of course. So you know, that's put a hold on lots of things, but already I can feel the energy coming back into the market here in India. I did the first show back since lockdown last weekend, and it was amazing, actually, really amazing. We put a strict operating procedure together to make sure that it was safely done, and we managed to pull it off. So I was really pleased, and for me that was an indication of what's going to happen in the market. The good news was that it was really good, and from that feedback I can feel the energy and the enthusiasm just simmering, about to boil again. So I'm really confident that the market here is going to bounce back pretty well. You know, it was growing so fast in India. I'm absolutely sure it's going to continue. And to answer the other part of your question, does it need a push? Yeah, absolutely. It still needs a push. You know, here we still have just a very small proportion of the market who are interested in fitness. Yes, it's growing fast, but we've got a huge population, and all of us in the fitness industry have to act as mentors to others, so that we can, you know, be the catalyst that's required to get the whole nation behind fitness.
What's the difference you see in Indian athletes and the international athletes?
The differences are, I don't suppose that apparent. You know, an athlete, regardless of where they are in the world, they're generally very focused individuals and quite selfish actually in a lot of ways, because they've got to be. They set themselves targets and generally they're really motivated to achieve those things. So I do see that being a common trait right across the world. What I like about Indian athletes is that they sort of have started from a little bit lower down on the curve because the market here is behind some other countries. The great thing is that what I've seen in the 8-10 years since I've been working in India is we are growing so fast here that we've caught up a lot of countries and overtaken them, and I think it's amazing speed. So what I do notice with Indian athletes is that they're so ambitious, they want to achieve things fast, there's a lot of energy into achieving things, and you know, it is very obvious in the market that all that energy is going in the right direction. So Indian athletes are now certainly in the fitness market are absolutely up there with the world's best. You know, and I obviously do lots of different shows. When I first came to India, the standard of physique was not actually on a world stage. Now I can absolutely, hand on heart, tell you that the Indian athlete is absolutely able to compete with world-class physiques in most disciplines actually.
And automatically the quality is improving of the athletes.
Yeah, I mean the quality is amazing, actually amazing. You know, sometimes I see people turn up at shows and I think, wow, unbelievable. You know what some people are achieving. So yeah, it's a great market to be in, you know, and I do love doing fitness in India.
So what's the role Bollywood have regarding the body power and fitness? I have seen many celebrities coming to the body power. So.
Yeah, well, you know, one of the things that really got us going, got the brand known in India for us, was training of Bollywood actors, and I don't suppose there's any secret that we've trained lots of different Bollywood actors and continue to do so actually. So I see most of those people are extraordinary actually. You know, I suppose I approached it thinking that I was going to be dealing with divas that don't like being told what to do. That's not the case. My experience is that these are people that are, one, super talented, like super talented. They are passionate about what they do. They are, generally speaking, really passionate about using their celebrity to help India, and actually they are a really big reason why the industry, the market is growing so fast. But as you see celebrities transforming themselves and being fit and healthy and eating the right things, they're so influential. And the beauty of Bollywood actors is they're not afraid to say it, so they're quite happy to put the pictures out there, to tell people about what they've done and to use that to encourage others. So they're a really important part of the industry, and we, as I say, we still train many actors and high profile business people to date, and actually it's a pleasure doing it, to be honest with you. Again, it's another very enjoyable part of my role here.
Two Bollywood stars I would like to notify. One is Salman Khan and the second is John Abraham. So of course these two guys are the fitness icon of India, and from many years, especially Salman Khan and now John Abraham. So I've seen both these guys coming to BodyPower very frequently. So do you believe they are much interested in BodyPower and getting the appearance over there?
That's a good question. You know, honestly, I don't know Salman Khan very well. I've met him obviously a couple of occasions. I was very grateful for him to come into the show. He brought a huge crowd and of course all the press. He's amazing. I found him quite intimidating actually, because he's this huge icon. But I was really grateful that he came, and again, he's passionate about things. What I liked about him was we were doing a disability class on one of the bodybuilding shows, and I could see it meant a lot to him. It genuinely meant a lot to him, and what he said to the athletes will be life-changing for them. They'll remember that for the rest of their lives. So I thought that was really, really incredible from him, and he gave up a lot of his time to do it. I genuinely got the impression that he is a very passionate follower of fitness and bodybuilding. So I think he's into, not necessarily body power, but he's into fitness and what we stand for. John Abraham I know much better, and I've known him for a long time now. He is a lovely guy, you know, very genuine, supremely talented. You know, he's been to the show really because I asked him to come, and because he's, again, passionate about fitness. And again, I was very, very pleased and grateful that he gave up his time to come to the show. Almost felt a bit sorry for both of them, because they, truth be known, they would have loved to have walked around the show and seen things, but you know, there's such a big crowd at BodyPower Expo that we tried with John to do a walk around, but actually it sort of got out of hand quite quickly and we had to cut it short. And at that point I actually thought, do you know what, that part of him, I felt a little bit sorry for him, because he would have had to come after hours when there's no one there. But I think it's a small price to pay for him, you know. But both of those guys are incredible. John's physique's brilliant, of course. I mean, he really knows what he's doing. He doesn't need a trainer anymore, you know, because he knows exactly what he's doing. But again, both of them amazing for the fitness industry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you believe Indian athletes can stand at the world level stage, competing with the international top athletes?
Yes, I genuinely, hand on heart, believe they can. In some disciplines it's going to take some time, but you know what we've seen over the past few years is the rapid development of physique athletes, of bodybuilders, powerlifters, Olympic lifters, strongman and women. So many female powerlifters coming through, female bikini, diva class, all classes actually of bodybuilding, fitness. Amazing progress. So absolutely yes, they can stand on stage with most disciplines, and in fact in some disciplines they lead already. You know, it will take longer for say track and field events. I'm really keen to do more with track and field, because I do believe we've got a lot of potential here, but we've got to put more effort into it. But absolutely we can get Indians to stand with the world's best. And like I say, with almost every discipline, India's already there or is working on it. And one thing that India's shown is if they want to achieve something, they can achieve it really fast. So I'm pretty confident that yes, they can stand on the world stage. Yeah.
So BodyPower working with different brands. So will these brands or BodyPower going to get a bigger and bigger opportunity for the Indian athletes?
Yeah, we've got, as you say, we have a number of brands that we work with. They're actually our brands. They're different competitions. So, for example, we do Fit Factor, we do Beachbody, we do Street Fitness, we do Mr. Body Power. They're competitions. Okay. We've also got other brands of competition that we run, and we have plans to expand all of those. And we already, you know, obviously last year was a bit of a write-off for us in terms of events, of course. We've started those again. You know, in 2019 we were running 80 to 85 events a year, and expanding that. Yeah. So I envisage that we will increase the number of events. Actually, rather than doing single events that are bigger, what I found is that it's much better for Indians if we do more regional shows.
More frequent shows.
More frequent, and shows where they're more accessible to people. Because actually it's really difficult for somebody that is right down south to compete in a national show in the north. That's difficult for them because of the distance. So actually what you'll see from BodyPower is more regional small qualifying events and more regional larger events like national, like finals. That way it's much better for the individuals. They don't have to spend as much. But all of the competitions I do, I try and keep the cost down as to the minimum for the athlete. There are competitions that in my opinion charge way too much for competitors. I always try and keep it as low as possible. For us, the competitions are not money-making events. They are events to further the athletes. That's the premise that we work off. We have commercial parts to the business that will benefit because of that. So we're able to do that with our events. What I did want to mention to you was the BodyPower Academy, because the plans that I have for that, I believe will change the foundation of the industry and really bring Indian fitness as a world leader. So I have tied up with a university, a major university actually, to do the BodyPower University. So we'll have university approved fitness courses, and then off that will be a series of regional academies. Now there are already academies in India doing fitness courses. They're fine, no issues with those at all. What I'm talking about is taking it up a level so that India becomes acknowledged as a world leader in education for fitness, which it is not at the moment. In fact, there's a lot of money spent by personal trainers and other people in the fitness industry going overseas. Exactly. That doesn't make any sense to me. Here in this country, we've got a lot of very bright people. Exactly. So my opinion is that we should be developing the whole academy and educational sector for fitness, taking it up to an international level. And that's what we had started the plans. We got stopped because of COVID, and we're restarting them. So I think in a few years' time you'll see that the plans I'm putting in are all geared towards putting India as a leader for fitness education.
BodyPower is executing many gyms in India. So, to BodyPower planning to have more commercial gyms?
Yeah, we have got a number of gyms operating in India at the moment and a number of supplement stores. Okay. We're expanding both of them. In fact, I opened a new store just a few days ago actually, which was great to see, first one since the lockdown. Okay. Yeah, absolutely we want to increase them. We have many inquiries from people wanting stores and gyms. Okay. The key thing really is to make sure that your foundations are strong. So, if somebody comes to us with a gym, we are very keen to make sure that that gym is going to work long term. I'm not interested in just setting up gyms or stores wherever we can get them. It's got to be strategically important locations so that the foundations are strong, so that we can build on that gym, and that most of them are franchised. I own some, but most are franchised. But I want the franchisee becomes a partner for me. Exactly. That is a long-term commitment for me, and it should be for the franchisee. It's not a short-term money-making scheme. And actually some real benefits come from creating a strong foundation. Obviously you employ lots of people in gyms. Members go, so we encourage more people to get into fitness. PTs go and work there so they can get good training and earn good money because of the system we put in place to make sure they have good clients. So the whole industry benefits from those things. So I'm really keen to expand them, and obviously we're looking at taking in new investors, but we will do our due diligence on that to make sure it's the right thing for them and us. Many brands
in India are sponsoring different athletes. So So how come BodyPower is looking forward sponsoring athletes?
We have a very large sponsored athlete team actually. We're around 300 athletes that are in our team in India, and we're expanding that all of the time. But there's one key difference between our athlete team and other sponsored athletes, and it's really important that I explain it actually, because here athletes want to get sponsorship so they get a free tub of protein every month because it saves them money, and I understand that, but my athlete team's not about that. They do get supplements actually, but it's really about upskilling them. So we do loads of different activities with our athletes. There's daily questions, there's exam papers, there's training on different things. They get opportunities to train clients when they come to us. We put it to the athlete team. We do athlete meets. For example, we took a group of athletes to Shimla and we put them up in 5-star hotel, treated them, did some training, some business planning. So it's all about upskilling the athletes so that actually they're much more able to buy the supplements themselves, and it's not a problem for them. Because to me that is a much better long-term solution than just giving somebody free stuff and not train them on anything. And actually the benefit to us is just the same as the other companies. Those athletes still talk about us, they still talk about our products. I get the same benefit, but I also get the enjoyment of knowing that I'm helping them, and the athlete upskills themselves. So we do auditions, online auditions actually. We put dates out, and then anybody that wants to join the team, they audition in front of some of the athlete team. So we give the role to the athletes to say, right, pick new team members. It's a great thing for them. It's a really good development skill for athletes to be able to do that. And they will pick people. They'll either decline someone if they're not right, they've not got the right attitude, or if they're an athlete that hasn't won shows or isn't in great shape, because that is two of the criteria to join the full athlete team, then they'll be picked, but they'll be put in the academy team, which is really a training pool where those athletes have mentors, and the idea is they move up to the full athlete team. So it's a really good way of developing people, and we're continually taking people in. So
this way automatically the level rises up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Athletes and their competition level as well.
Yeah, it's all about upskilling and making people better in the industry. And by the way, I also should mention to you about the Indian Trainers Federation, which I started at the beginning of lockdown. There was no representative body for trainers in India, so I started the ITF. We got nearly 6,000 trainers registered, which is incredible. And again, that is a membership body which is all aimed at upskilling trainers, because the more we do of this, the more India becomes a leading nation for trainers.
Exactly. Yeah. It's very great and a very bigger, and I think an excellent plan.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Like this interview is really very pleasuring for me, and I wish BodyPower more and more success in future. And it's my pleasure and honor that you have given your special time to me, and I have bought a special gift for you, a small gift. So it's a very memorable gift. If you look at the gift every day, you will get to remember always me. So it's a gift for you.
Wow. Wow, thank you very much. I can open it?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
You can open it hard, no worries. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Very cool. Yeah, very cool. So I've got to drink out of this now every day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see there is a picture of me and my logo. Whenever you see it, you will remember me.
Very good, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
And thanks for taking the time to interview me.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Nick Orton, Chief Executive of BodyPower. I want you to subscribe to The Farhan Show.